Well, hello, all you enlightened boomers. Hey, today we're going to talk about opportunities and a way to take advantage of them and look at every opportunity as maybe your last one. Because you know what? It just might be. Ooh. This is the Boomer Island Podcast. Hop off your boat and come ashore. Well, all right. Thank you once again for joining me here on Boomer Island. I really appreciate you. I really do, and I truly hope you're healthy, and I hope you're happy. I'm doing a lot of hoping. Speaking of hope, I got a question. How old do you want to live? You ever thought about it? I mean, I don't know how old you are, what kind of shape you're in, where your mind's at, where your body's at, but you ever assessed it and think, okay, it'd be nice if I made it to 80. Be nice if I made it to 90. Be nice if I made it through today. I mean, honestly. But the average American, those of you that don't know, lives to about 77 years old. And I heard something very interesting last week that made me think about it in a little different light. It was broke down to weeks. And 77 years averages out to about 4,000 weeks. Trust me, I did the math. I'm 65, just turned 65, which equates to 3,380 weeks. So I've already burned up a big chunk of my 4,000 weeks. I have 662 weeks left. Maybe. That's if I make it to 77. I mean, that would be awesome. I feel good. I feel good. I want to live longer than that, but who knows if I'm going to make it through today. I mean, every day is a blessing. We don't know when it's going to end. All I know is the clock is a-ticking. Tick-tock, tick-tock. So I bring you back to the Latin term carpe diem, which translates to seize the day, or the translation I like is seize the moment. All these moments, these precious moments that we're living in. I got another question. This is a big one. Do you see the most important people in your life enough? The most important people, whoever they may be. You know, your mom, your dad, your friends, your family, your kids, your grandkids, whoever they might be in your world. And the reason I ask this is because a lot of us boomers, and I'm included in this, we get separated from our loved ones, you know. There's a million different reasons why this happens, but it definitely does happen. And while this has been happening to me, I haven't seen them enough, mainly because I'm a bad planner. Just a bad planner, man. And when I really started to notice it, my grandkids were growing up like weeds right out from under me, and they're about 1,700 miles away. They're 10 and 12 now, and I don't see them enough. I don't see my kids enough. I don't see my close friends enough. Seems like we've all got spread out, and so about a year ago, even though I'm a bad planner, I decided to take a new focus, a new direction. Not that I've become a great planner, but I just got a new idea that I want to share with you that seems to be working really well for me. And what I did was I just started paying attention more to what all the close people in my life, what they were doing. And if the opportunity arose where I could be there, I just said yes, and I booked a flight. Book a flight. Book it good. Because time just keeps rolling on. Keeps rolling, and the clock keeps ticking. So finally realized that every moment is a chance for a new beginning. You know, it took me long enough. I'm a little bit of a slow learner. So I'm trying to pass that philosophy on to you guys. Just get there by hook or by crook. Or more likely, you're going to go by plane. Could be train, could be automobile, could be bus, could be boat, whatever it takes. Take advantage of the times we live in. I mean, it's crazy, the modes of transportation we got that are really recently a new thing to humanity. I mean, even as boomers, I'm 65 and I take air travel for granted. There's always been, planes in the sky. But it's only been about the last 100 years in the history of all humanity that we could fly to a different destination. And now, if you look far enough ahead, get online, keep checking your prices, you can go basically anywhere in the continental U.S. for less than $300 round trip. And I know, you gotta find someone to watch your dogs. You gotta get off work. You got to have somebody water your plants. Ooh, my back hurts. Or, I don't have enough money. And then you gotta go to the airport. Oh my gosh. I gotta get someone to drive me to the airport or maybe take an Uber. After I've packed, what do I pack? And then I got to wait in a line and take off my shoes and my belt and get in that weird machine where they make me put my hands over my head. Well, that's all true. Good old days are gone, boomers. We're old enough to remember before 9/11. You'd get dropped off in the front. You'd run through the airport, hop on the plane, light a cigarette and order a cocktail. And hey now, let's go. It's all a party. Those days are gone. But it's still just a miracle. You get in this metal, aluminum, glass tube, this big old flying contraption, looks like a bird, and you just haul ass up into the sky. They tell you you're at 30,000 feet, but honestly, hell, we could be at 50,000. I don't know if we're at 2,000. All I know is we are just cruising through the air. And then in a mere few hours, I land, hopefully, very safe flying, but I land in an entirely different location, and it's really a miracle. That's all I can say. So take advantage of the technology that's been developed for us, or discovered for us, or invented for us. These are miraculous times we live in, boomers. Let's take advantage of them. And say for whatever reason you can't fly. Maybe you got a heart condition, or I don't know all the reasons there are why you can't fly. If you can drive, drive. I mean, just think about it. The other day, I was looking at this mountain off in the distance, and I was guessing it's probably 30 miles or so. And I started thinking, if you were in a covered wagon, cruising over the Oregon Trail or wherever you were going out west, I looked it up. They averaged 2 to 3 miles an hour. So say 3 miles an hour, that 30 miles would have taken them 10 hours. Whew. On the freeway going 75, 80, you're just hanging out, listening to tunes, you got your shades on, you control the temperature in your car, you're just flying in a comfortable seat. You're protected from the wind, the sun, just smooth as silk, hopefully. Most of the roads are still pretty good out there on the highways, at least. And, you're there in 22 minutes. Take advantage of the technology. My goodness, it's amazing. So just get that trip on the books. Don't make an excuse. Just book it. You know what? You'll figure out all the details later once you've committed to the trip. Carpe diem. Come on, seize the moment. Plus, then you always have something to look forward to. You're going to do something that's really so important to us now towards the end of our time here on Earth. You're spending these precious moments with the most important people in your life. What better time can you spend? But in the meantime, when you're looking forward to that trip and spending time with all those magical people that you want to see in your life, don't forget all the weeks leading up to your trip, all those precious moments every day. Pay attention. They aren't all going to be good, but make them count. The clock's a ticking. How many ticks you got left? Time is our most valuable currency, and time is our most valuable commodity. So let's use it wisely. Okay, boomers, you with me? Hey now! All right, I hope you gleaned a little something from that. You like that word, gleaned? You know, personally, I don't really like that word that much. I don't know why I just blurted it out. But anyway, you get the gist, right? There's another word I don't really like that much. Gist. Just the gist of it. Well, okay. I am digressing, but I got a couple songs for you today. Songs of the day that kind of pertinent to this conversation. The first one is by the mighty Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin, and it's called Ramble On. Ramble On! And a lot of you have probably heard it. If you've heard it, listen to it again. It's beautiful. If you haven't heard it, treat yourself. It's a good one. Led Zeppelin, Ramble On. Second one is by an American trio from a band called America. They had some hits in the 70s, and this one is called Ventura Highway. Lovely ditties, got some really good acoustic guitar work in it. And it's kind of famous for a funky little lyric. They said, alligator lizards in the sky. Kind of makes me wonder how they were going about their creative process. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's a beautiful song. I highly recommend it. And give it a listen. Live a little. All right then, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate you. I truly do. Love y'all. And as always, go out there and find a little peace and a little love. See ya.